instead. That's nice to see. So even though we haven't seen North Georgia really be able to march forward with a lot of convincing attacks, at least the back line up until now has been secure. Can't get the read on the bounce, and that's finally our first goal. 10 seconds to go for Kennesaw trying to close this one out.
Yeah, still with the pressure here from Kennesaw. Now only our second demo. This one from downtown, and that's going to be an own goal here at 3 seconds. We spoke a little too soon here, Danger Talk. Slavip, left side, little tap, not really taking away possession. Now definitely does. Spider going up, the double tap. Hugh Dog and North Georgia come from behind victory with the Puma symbol on the side.
As we've seen many time with new rosters in the beginning of the semester, this might be the first time these players are really playing together at all. So this is really setting the tone for how you guys all click together. Kwong trying to bury one here on the near post, and he does just that. Better. Might be able to pad those stats. Kwong throwing it right back in. That should be open, but it's just wide instead.
Almost gets the nose down onto it. A couple members fighting, twisting, and now an open net the other way going for North Georgia. Nobody's almost hitting payload. Now is Joel. A little soft hit right there. Kind of just puts it in the breadbasket of a couple North Georgia players. That's really, really bad as this one comes all the way down from the other side.
Being able to con the defense out of a clear that gets you the ultimate goal, as we will be able to enter into that 1-1. Maybe not for long as that clear gets away. Hugh Dog into Archie, and well worked from North Georgia. Safe to the side. They're feeling like heroes. They're keeping it up. Slavip into the ceiling. Sharky doesn't get it. Joel with a deflection. It's Quonk at 0. Hugh Dog in the way. Another save. North Georgia will very much so take that ball hitting the grass. Overtime somehow.
Now coming up for the serve. Hugh Dog down. That's a bouncer just a little bit too high though as Sharky tries to continue the theme. Down bottom. And Archie does it here for North Georgia. Set up all day long. Now shoots in right now, but Quonk is going to win that 50. Seems screaming off to the side. Bounce off some wall and now ends middle until North Georgia gets another shot at it.
Let's be open for Hugh Dog, and they will make no mistake. Kwong, I gotta say, a great effort, but sometimes you need something even greater. You're seeing a player get thrown all the way across, like Joel's really just flailing, and you're thinking, okay, well, I probably have enough time to go to the corner, and then instead it is in your net, something they're becoming quite familiar with as a feeling. There's number.
Demo does come through. Those Hugh Dog taking down a Kennesaw State member. Back to the middle, screaming up to this one, now to the left.
Hello, and welcome back, everyone. It's your host with the most acoustics, and I'm here joined by the boy, the man, the myth, the legend, Soy. So, baby.
I'm doing great, acoustics. It's good to be back here, and it's week 3 of the ECAC.
Yes. Week 3, we have St. John's University going against the legendary Muskies. For Muskies, I definitely did not just learn about this animal whatsoever. It's always been my favorite, actually, a top five fish in the world.
Muskingum University, the Muskies, they'll be taking on the St. Joseph's Hawks, and a battle of teams at 1-1 in overall records. So should be an even and fun fight to get this week going.
Yeah, absolutely. Last week, we had some great matches going on, too. The good old classic pace. University. But now, it's going to be interesting. These are, I think, my first time seeing these two teams play each other. So this is going to be nice to see the metas that these areas have, especially Ohio, which I think has had Steve Bannon inactive for a while now, too. And then St. John's, I'm not sure if they have any Steve players on their team. So it's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, I'm interested to see as well. I think will be my first look at these two rosters as well. I know that when you look at their records so far, St. Joseph's, both of these teams are trying to bounce back off of losses in the previous week. St. Joseph's, they had to go up against Fisher East last week. That was a 0-2 loss. But week one, they 2-0'd SUNY Poly Wildcats, which was a big win for them. On the flip side, Muskingum, their week one victory was over SUNY Plattsburgh, and then they lost in a tragic third set against St. Francis. So we'll have to see who can bounce back after those week two losses. Still very early in the year, though. I mean, I guess early, but it's a short season, only 8 weeks into the regular season. So got to get these wins on the board here early as we're starting off on PS2. It's a battle of the big boys, King Dedede and Donkey Kong off the start.
Okay, now me, I like them thick anyway, and this is a battle of actually two of my favorite big bodies in the game. Second and third, shout out to King Cable when you're talking about. But yeah, YOLO Chip going in with the DD and then PK on Matt Fab's side. Very interesting matchup. And right now, my man YOLO Chip is really very good at covering all the options that Matt Fab wants to do to recover. Or this could be bad.
The clank there on the tilts was huge. Matt Fab is really struggling. Oh, that nair to knock the Gordo away. Massive to help Matt Fab get back to the stage. But how does he get down against this? Goes for the side B, and that nearly broke through the shield. The up tilt's not going to kill quite yet. That was the down tilt coming through instead. Matt Fab will be able to grab the ledge and roll back, but survivability, the name of the game here right now. Matt Fab holding on to this stock at 160.
Oh yeah, both of these characters decently heavyweight. Gonna be seeing very large percentages. And the back ear from Matt Fab managing to take it right there. Good stuff from Matt Fab. But gonna waste up the fully charged neutral B they had. You hate to see it. Oh, that open air is gonna kill. 100%. Nice. So it's a very interesting thing I will say about watching these two characters go against each other. They also both have pretty decently bad disadvantage, especially at the ledge. But even more so in the sense of DDD working up on the king hit. Oh, I see air dodge right there. Gotta be careful. I like that nearing to shield to bait out the grab, then spot dodging to get a good punish.
We might be experiencing some lag. Just bear with us with some technical difficulties for the moment. It is an interesting matchup between these two characters because I feel like YOLO Chip kind of has the agency with the Gordo and the projectile, but Matt Fab right now is playing a really solid defensive game to just be able to hold on to these stocks. He's taking early deficits. It feels like he's been in the red for a good chunk of the match, but as long as he can hold on, he can kind of battle his way back. In fact, taking that first stock too, when he was at 160 for what felt like a good, 30-ish seconds.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, in a situation like this, it is the fact that like DK is he's not the best of the big bodies, right? Genuinely when you're in advantage, he has a nice way of like mixing up his approach and actually comboing people. A lot of ways to kind of like space out. Back gear is great, and especially is good against YOLO Chip's D3 because you can use it to knock back Gordo in a lot of situations like that. But we are right back in the match, and the forward air from YOLO Chip is going to take off Matt Fab, who was only able to take one stock in that situation. And you talked about those high percents, Toy. YOLO Chip was at 170%, still alive from what we saw before they won.
Yeah, that 170, that's what I was going to say too. The survivability. I mean, we often talk about it, right? These heavyweight characters, they have to be able to survive at those percents because of the combo game of a lot of the cast. And both players certainly privy to it, but YOLO Chip getting the job done. I do think that, again, just that that control of the pace of the match, especially early on at those low percents for YOLO Chip, certainly gave them an edge early on here. And then the fact that they were able to hold on till 170, DK's got pretty good kill options. I mean, there's a lot in their kit that can get the job done, but it's also easier said than done when you're constantly having to deal with the Gordo just bouncing across the stage, the hammer disjoint. If you get sent off stage, DDD's got a pretty good idea of what to do in terms of edge guarding Donkey Kong, right? An easier character for King DDD to go out and secure that stock on. And I think that's kind of what you saw, especially towards the end there, right? That forward air is just a wall. It just continues to push outward and knock Donkey Kong off stage.
Yeah, absolutely. Between like Gordo, Nair being very decent as a tool, and even forward air, there's a lot of like options that DD3 basically has against DK, and you kind of can see YOLO Chip just abusing the fact that against Gordo, there's not really much DK can do. Like, yeah, you could back here to send it back, but then the DK does like D3 just does like neutral B, sucks it back up and sends it back at you before you can shield again, and then it's pretty bad. I honestly do think it's a pretty bad matchup. It sucks because of the fact that DDD does have great combos, especially they work better on big bodies, right? Like up air juggling works better on big bodies. Down tilt into like Nair is actually one of the ones that people don't use as much, but works too. You have a couple options. I don't like the matchup, but actually, depending on who I play, I like the matchup. I am a big body myself. I'll take the King K rule into that, and I think we got a little bit of a hint as to what was that next character pick we might see out of St. Joseph's.
They're hovering the nest right now. We'll see if that'll be locked in or not. I do also like the down tilt comment made me think of, we saw a down tilt from YOLO Chip as well that was really good as almost like a get off me tool, right? Just I've got a faster move here in the kit, and it led to another edge guard situation. And Donkey Kong can only survive so many of those. And like you said, right, once that Gordo is on the stage, there's just not much Donkey Kong can do about it. They throw out any aerial, really. Back air, neutral air, we saw knock it back once. There's just more answers for that for YOLO Chip than there are for MatFab. Seems like the nest will be locked in here, or maybe not. Well, I think they're working out picks and bans for stage, making sure they've got that right at the moment. But Ness into a 2-stock King Dedede here. Certainly more of a contested projectile game this way.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Ness definitely has way better options against DDD when it comes to the Gordo game. Neutral B, side B, forward air being a disjoint is really good. Allows you to safely kind of just send it back. So, yeah, I'd like to see it. And we're going on FD as well. Interesting choice.
Hope stepping in on the nest this time around. And yeah, I mean, Final Destination feels like a comfort stage for a lot of players, but this is such a scary stage for both of these two.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Definitely scary. I do think this is 100% more scarier for DDD. And there's the up B managing the counter to Gordo right there in that situation. And I think Hope kind of knows this matchup.
Good neutral B to get back down in. That side B is going to help chip away at the damage. Oh, and you see, I actually love the play there, right? Because even if you don't hit him, you're going to knock back the Gordo, so he has to inhale it, and that puts him in a really bad spot. So Hope certainly showing that they know their stuff in this matchup. Good up air as well. Up B's not going to be able to connect quite yet. The Gordo lasted for so long, and Hope does get clipped by it.
Oh, yeah. Gordo has an amazing amount of accurate frames. A nice up air right there from Hope to be able to get the kill on YOLO Chip. It's the fact that, like I said in this situation, my man Ness got the sparkle combos.
Right. Ooh, that up tilt caught. Hope might be in trouble here. Has to find a way to land.
The
Gordo's getting blocked by that side B time and time again, though.
Yeah, to see the beauty of a PK Fire in this matchup, too, is even after, like, PK Fire hits the first time around, because it stays active as, like, a wall of fighter, Gordo kind of just gets stuck in there as well, too, which is really good for Hope.
Ooh. I wonder if that was completely intentional to use that uppie to bounce back, to kind of bait yourself into being vulnerable but still able to act out of it, because normally I see that used to just kind of sweep the stage, but Hope certainly in control here. 112 on YOLO Chip and only 25 on Hope. Good neutral B. Not able to toss him off stage though. We'll just go for the rapid jet.
Nice. Like that, trying to just probably get one more stock out of Hope. Already taking one stock, kind of putting Muskingum up ahead. Oh, tries to go for the down smash. We're gonna whiff it. Oh, is that back here? Nice. And the back here from Ness. Gonna be able to get the kill at a decent amount. I think that was about like 120, 130.
Yeah, in the red for sure. And Hope just, like you said, good kind of reversal there, right? YOLO's clearly looking for something, going for the Gordo and trying to find a way to continue to move Hope off stage, off to that left side, but unable to do so. And just a quick reversal. Those sweet spots are so dangerous on Ness.
Yeah, no, like listen, Ness is a child, but he's a child with like the strength of a grown man. like between like back air, back throw, he has a lot of like good killing options. I mean, relatively like safe ones. Like back air, you can drift, do back air again, and it's a highly uncontestable move, especially from a character like DDD. So my man Hope just kind of abusing that, but you listen. Got to do what you got to do. Take the victory. Don't say anything. And now we got to see who Muskingum is gonna put up for their next character. What do you like against Ness? Like, what are your choices against that type of character?
I mean, my mind immediately goes to like the old school traditionals. Traditionally, characters like Sorties were really good against Ness and Lucas. But I'm not 100% sure which way you want to go here for Muskingum. They've got a handful of players on this roster. Their captain Deggs is still, I believe, waiting in the wings, and I think it's a pretty widespread roster for Muskingum in terms of not only character variety, but also in terms of experience. If you look at their page on their website, there's a lot of the 8 players they've got listed. There's a wide range of upperclassmen and underclassmen. You know, I think only one senior, but a couple of juniors thrown in there, a couple of sophomores. So a lot of variety of experience. And this is only set 1. This is a best of 3, by the way. So, you know, this is the time to kind of experiment here and see, all right, well, you know, maybe you like a certain matchup here, or maybe someone needs time to practice that style of matchup against the Ness.
Okay. Yeah. Sticking around Sorties, I think I definitely like Lucina into this character. She's a very relatively safe pick, great aerials. And then even after you beat Ness, there's like, what counter picks Lucina, right? There's nothing that really counter picks Lucina. She's a very just strong overall character. I know Mr. E plays her. He's produced some amazing results during ECAC with her. So maybe there's another Lucina hiding in the woodworks over in Muskingum. You know, let them out, bro. Let me get a chance. Put me in, coach.
It is interesting too, though, because a lot of sorties, it feels like the game plan is pretty straightforward for a lot of them, right? Just kind of use the poke, wall you out, kind of like the King Dedede, right? Just kind of continually wall you out and death by 1,000 cuts. But a lot of characters or a lot of players that, you know, fight sorties a lot, you know, so Ness probably has to deal with it pretty frequently, Donkey Kong as well. You have to find ways to work around that disjoint. And I think Hope, the way they were able to deal with Dedede, feels like they've got a decent amount of experience and a decent idea of what to do per character.
Yeah, absolutely. It's interesting. I think, especially for the more traditional shorties like Marth, Lucina, Ike, that definitely feels true. Of course, you have different sorts of like my man Crom and Roy,
right.
And the Marth is coming out. Okay, I like this. Lucina with style. Let me see. Let's see.
It's been a minute since we've seen, I think, a Marth on stream, too. So I'm excited to see how Deggs does. This is the captain of Muskingum, by the way.
Okay.
We'll have to see how he stacks up here again, you were talking about Lucina, just how well-rounded they are, and Marth is kind of the same way, but those tippers are just so dangerous. But I feel like to a point, you're kind of dependent on those tippers.
Oh, 100%. Like, his game plan is already solid, but like it definitely does lack. If you're not able to properly space out for tippers, it does not look good. Oh, goes for the side B. Gonna get punished with a neutral air off there. Good tech off the side. Oh, no. I'm just saying this, right? Right? You're the captain of the team. You put yourself in a situation where you're coming out already as a second player. Now, if you lose, how does this look?
The answer would be not so good. That back air nearly killed. I think he used his air dodge already.
Oh,
and this
yeah,
uppie is doing
oh
so much work.
Oh, please, yes.
Forward air, the last one away. Grab. Not going to be able to follow up. Try to get another one, and that forward air will do the trick. All the hits connecting on it. So down goes Degs, and barely scratched his Hope here. 23%. Hope's got a really good grasp of this matchup. That uppie did so much work on that side.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. From what I saw from Degs, he definitely plays melee because he did down throw and tied to check chase into another throw. I think he's a melee mark.
I see it too. Oh, good forward air tipper there. Hope should be able to recover from this unless you get countered. Degs with a huge opener there.
Okay, my bad, Degs. I didn't respect the game enough. All right, I see it now. Right? And like that, you were just talking about that wall, just using forward here to kind of just space off everything. Oh, wow. Wake up, PK fire off the ledge. These are choices, options, you're saying.
Gutsy calls, and they're working out so far. Run up tilt 2. Not going to be able to get too much off the back of it. Tried to land with down air again, but that time Hope was ready for it. Roll behind grab, doesn't connect this time around. And again, Degs just feels like he's trying to catch Hope jumping, but Ness is just a little too small. And all these hitboxes, he's just kind of weaving just barely under them. It means that there's no opening for Degs, and he can't get that damage online.
Yeah, absolutely. I see he's been consistently trying to use like the very good like hitbox of up tilt, trying to just calling out Hope jumping, but not going to work out. But right now, this little bit more aggressive play this time around is looking good. Using forward tilt, and the minute I say that, he gets thrown off the stage. My goodness.
He's used this upbeat early a couple times, too, as a mix-up, and it feels like it leaves him vulnerable, but he's been able to fastball back to the ledge. Hope's at 102. And remember, this is huge. Last player or you'll be entering your last member of the opening crew battle here. Oh, buffered in there. Should be able to get back still at his jump. The Dobby instead. Hope, I think, was going for something stylish there, but it won't connect, and now they're both in the red.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Oh, in the back here, deep under stage from Degs is going to take it. And my goodness, we got a neck-and-neck match here pretty much. Hey, losing 2 stocks over the Hope. So now Muskingum is still in the lead. Only 1 stock on Dag, though. And the question is, who is St. Joseph's last player that they want to put up for tonight?
We'll have to wait and see, but I'm really curious. That was a really good showing by both players. Hope obviously feels like they've got a good grasp of what their character does well and how they can counteract some of the opposition. But Degs there, I mean, that movement at the end to fade away and then still be able to weave back just enough to stay out of reach. Hope was forward airing, moments beforehand. And if he gets too aggressive, goes for forward air and doesn't get that timing or spacing right, all of a sudden he's getting hit back into the stage. And I mean, Degs did get that stage tech earlier, but you never want to put yourself in that situation, get over eager. Degs just great execution when it mattered at the end.
Mm-hmm, absolutely. And to be honest, Hope just kind of definitely played very well. Started putting on the pressure on Dags, realizing, listen, you want to play passively with Marth, that's fine. I'm a child. I want to have fun. You're going to hop around, and you're not going to do anything. And wow, we have an interesting option. I have not seen Link on here in a minute. Okay. You have Link versus Marth. Okay. So Link, this is a Breath of the Wild Link, if you want to call him that, or Spirit. I forget the name. Don't hurt me, Link fans. I'm sorry.
I wouldn't know it either. I'm right there with you.
It's the game where he's on the horse. Trust me. All right, nice. Well, up tilt tries to tech chase that air dodge right there with another grab. So Link is interesting because he does have zoning options. Not quite as zone. Oh my goodness! In the shield break. Wait, do we have swag? This is gonna kill. Oh my goodness! It's so close.
Oh, and the counter! So smart.
All right. I will say this. My man Dex is putting on the show right now with Marv. Getting a shield break already less than a minute into the match. And that's crazy. That was at 18%. Imagine you had been any higher, you would have just died.
My goodness. And you know, it's making me think that with how slow the Nest match started for him, he needed a warm up. But now he gets hit by that forward smash after using that up B. Air dodges around the bomb, dangerous play, but he's still able to get back. Gets hit by that down air too.
Hey, listen, lingering hitboxes. Wow, and the boomerang on the comeback, gonna send him up to get that forward tilt and get an early kill. Link is kind of a heavy hitter. Now, he's not your traditional heavy hitter that you think of immediately, but Breath of the Wild Link does hit pretty hard in this game. Managing to get that kill at 100 and something and not losing a stock. So we basically have a 1v1 3 stock for our last match. EXO versus whoever Muskingum puts up next. Dag's not being able to take a stock there, sadly. Very close, though. The shield break was spicy. It's spicy. I liked it.
Yeah, that shield break call out always feels good to land. And then the fact that he was at, 18 when he got the shield break, and that forward smash nearly killed at 50. That is... Yeah. Absurd from the corner, and at that point too, you know, a lot of players, they're probably shook by that, right? EXO's like, all right, well, surely I don't die to this, right? And then you end up fractions away from the bubble, and you're just going, oh my, oh no, and then immediately the reaction afterward, the play from Degs to counter the early up B, that was a whole nother interaction on its own. So. I really, this is a fun set. It feels like a lot of these players are going for kind of harder callouts in a way. They're just saying, all right, you're going to be right here, and going for something a little bit spicier. And if it doesn't work, it might get punished, sure. But you're seeing it land more frequently than not.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think the beauty of when people are trying to go for hard reads, it's like, you know what? I've played you in neutral. It's over. Interesting pick. Interesting pick right there from Splat, pulling out the Minecraft. This one isn't Steve though. This is Alex. Alexis, I think. Oh yeah. Oh, there you go. Minecart. What a trade right there. Forward air actually working on that. Could have been a combo situation. All right. Oh, yeah. I love the chaos. Back here. It's a boomerang toss. Oh, you're in the minecart. Allowing some time to build. Here we go from the side. We got the materials. Up smash. Oh, we upgraded the sword.
This just feels like such a struggle for Link with that barrier in the way. I mean, there's no easy way for Link, I think, to really get rid of that barrier and stop Splat from mining.
Oh yeah, absolutely not. Like if Splat gets enough space, it's very good. But Link does have a lot of options to kind of deal with Splat before they even get to that situation. Especially like side B. Side B is great because it can knock Splat out of the startup of Minecart. So it's a way to get rid of those approaches. But sadly, the platforms on Smile Battlefield kind of interrupt Link from sending over any other projectiles that would kind of help him in this situation. Up smash not going to be able to kill. But EXO not even worried at all. He's like, oh, I'll run into another up smash. Let me see it again.
Oh, but it's going to be the forward air that's going to catch Splat jumping there at the last second. 93% on EXO. Maybe, the fade. Goodness. The patience from EXO on this recovery.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But guess what? Patience doesn't help you if I throw an anvil at you. I don't care how patient of a fighter you are. I promise you, if I throw an anvil at you, it's you're gonna react.
Patience does not change how gravity works. That's the difference there is, getting walked across the stage, but the boomerang
Oh
again
my gosh!
interrupting that combo, and Exo gets to escape.
So did you see the Skittle shield pop up right there for Exo? Oh no! And you let Steve get a diamond weaponry. All right, I like this. Play a nice little game of keep away.
Only
He's
one
gonna
hit
drop
of
out
forward
that
air there.
dropped out that second part of forward air there. Oh, and there's back air. Oh yeah, ledge situation. Goes for the TNT setup. Doesn't quite catch him. All right, I like this. Excellent. Listen, you gotta play safe. Patiently. Nice use of the LB to carry back into mid stage. Oh, and the forward smash gonna catch the landing recovery on Exo.
Yeah, he just misspaced that forward air. Wanted to get that
Oh
second
no.
swing out before the landing, but it didn't come out, and that put him in a little bit of extra lag. That set up Splat for that forward smash, and now it's a pretty substantial lead, or so you would think. Look at the pressure that Exo is applying.
Listen, one good forward tilt actually, and Exo could end up getting the kill. They're already at 118 on Splat side. Like that. Even forward air, actually, I'm pretty sure should be able to get the kill right here as long as he gets the second hit. Oh my gosh. The shield pressure. Oh, there's the grab. Oh no. Oh,
Ooh.
walk up down here. All right. All right, Steve. Oh, there's
Cards.
a mine card again. Oh, and we're back on diamond, baby. Oh, my card one more time. Oh, uses the ball to get back on stage, but Splat says, listen, I need you to get right back on stage. It's nice that you want to get here. You got to go.
And the block, I think, actually helps Splat there. Again, falling because the second hit of that forward air does not connect. And Splat takes this game and takes the first set of this best-of-3 crew battle.
Hey, listen. You gotta do what you gotta do to win. Victory is the most important thing. And Splat showing that they're quite ready to handle Exo's Link in that situation. Exo actually started off the matchup pretty well, but I think got too caught up in kind of spacing out Splat rather than kind of forcing him into worse situations by kind of running him down. So yeah, it's unfortunate, but Muskingum will be taking that first match of this series. So now you have to ask yourself, what is your changeup right here? Do you send out Hope at the beginning, hoping that he deals with either YOLO Chip or Dex? Because he did seem to have a pretty good handle on YOLO Chip and Dex for the most part. So do you want to send out Hope again? Maybe to try to kind of get a strong start, or you just keep the same lineup, have Matt Fab there as a buffer before you try to get to like the beefier part of your lineup with either Exo or Hope. And you gotta pray maybe they don't send in Splat first this time. Who knows? If you're Muskingum, maybe you want to go wild. Maybe you want to go wild.
It's entirely possible. I mean, it's an interesting lineup now for both of these teams, and we'll see if we get any substitutes here in set number 2. But for the meantime, assuming that these are the go-to 3, these are the 3 starters, I think the difficulty right now for St. Joseph's is when you look at their characters, Donkey Kong is going to be a struggle against really all 3. It feels like that's just there's not really a favorable matchup there, or even an even one. You're gonna have to find creative ways to battle back, or find a different way to change up that strategy. So I think that's the key here for St. Joseph's is, do you want to leave the heavy that can tank a lot of hits in the back, or do you want to try and see how many they can tank up front? Because right now for Muskingum, it feels like they're not going to have to change all that much. I was thinking for Muskingum, you might put Degs in first on that Marth, the way they were able to, get the shield break on Exo early. They were able to, even though they struggled early with Hope, they still ended up taking them down. So maybe they switch up their lineup. It's going to be an interesting blind pick to see who starts off, but I think that's really the key. It's not to say that Donkey Kong's a weak character, but like these three matchups are just rough when on paper.
Yeah, not to say Donkey Kong is a weak character, but he's definitely a very weak character. I'm sorry. Yeah, it does seem to have very bad matchups all across the board. Did you know even Donkey Kong into Donkey Kong is 9-1?
Wait.
Hey, don't worry about the math. Don't worry about the math. Trust me, the math works out. I just don't like Donkey Kong into a lot of these characters. If you do have a substitute who maybe has a more meta pick, I would like it. I'm like, listen, they clearly, Muskingum has paid for Fighter Pass 2. So we got to talk to the coach, see who else has DLC on our team, and do what we got to do. But yeah, no, maybe even that, or maybe another Swordy's character, someone who's just fundamentally a bit stronger than Donkey Kong. I think would be a very good choice into this. But if this is all Matt Fab has, he's the only one up for tonight, then it may have to be it. Oh, well. We've put our anchor on start. Muskingum going to actually, St. Joseph's actually going to put XO at the very beginning, and YOLO Chip still starting out over for Muskingum. PS2, the classic.
Yeah, I feel like for Muskingum, again, the game plan is kind of, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. YOLO Chip started off for us last time. Why not let him back in to start this second round? But this time around, dealing with Link.
Oh my gosh!
Look at the combo game from EXO. My goodness, 84-0 right now. And the Nair off stage again. Boomerang connects. Gordo will knock EXO back. But such an early lead here for St. Joseph's.
Yeah, absolutely. So even though YOLO Chip had a decently good start as their starter last time, into Link, I am not. DDD is not the way. I'm sorry. Too many ways to absolutely just beat Gordo. Nair itself is a great option against DDD out of shield and as an approach. Side B is too good. Even down there is a great way to just deal with that. Look at that. Even the neutral be sniping the Gordo already.
And what an odd angle too for it to hit. The arrow connected and it just lost all momentum to go down like that.
Hey, listen, man, the Gordos aren't doing so well. And the up tilt managing to catch the backside of that aerial going to send him off. The good thing is also this Link does have a little bit of a better kill power, but also in some situations you saw at the very beginning of like that first stop, there are combos. It's possible. We have sauce. You just simply have to get it out the fridge.
YOLO Chip has the early lead now on this second stock. A lot of it coming from that Gordo combo at 0%. Look at the ledge trapping too. Down throw to up there is going to just take it outright. And YOLO Chip now is the one kind of dictating the pace of this matchup. 32% on their second stock. They can't get anything going here. EXO's going to have to really fight back hard to bring this one back to even.
Yeah, hold on, YOLO Chip. Perhaps I was too hasty in my judgment of you. I'm sorry. Right now, YOLO Chip was just playing it out very well. And no punish right there on the upbeat. Does manage to get a forward tilt. And I like that. Throws the bomb away. Saying not today. Oh no. You're going to get hit by another Gordo trick? Good walk right there.
The spacing around these forward airs again for EXO, they seem decent enough, but they are just not connected today.
Mm-hmm. I like that. Fast falling there, then just shielding right there and saying, listen, I know you want to up B out of shield. I'm not going to allow it. I'm going to chill. Link doesn't have like a kill throw, so it's very safe to just take the throw in that situation. And the up smash out of shield. And YOLO Chip is going to take it. Only losing one stock against EXO. They said, man, take your anchor aboard the ship because it is not going to work this time around. Wow. Interesting.
What a showing from YOLO Chip, right? That first stock looked so rough. It was 30 seconds or so it felt like of EXO just applying pressure. I think it was 84% before EXO got hit by the Gordo on that ledge trap. And YOLO Chip just completely turned around. I'm pretty sure they took the first stock too, because EXO, the only stock they took was off of that up tilt.
Yeah, no, it was a great. The first part of that first stock was amazing for EXO. Managed to get the hit, got the combo back into the grab and everything. And then we were in a ledge trap situation. And then my man said, Gordo. And everything turned around from there. You gotta love DDD. YOLO Chip just showing, listen, it didn't seem like EXO had a complete understanding of the matchup beyond of like how to deal with Gordo. Because even after you deal with Gordo, he does have decent moves, a very good approaching down tilt that's good at stopping people, relatively safe forward tilt with a lot of shield stun that can kind of use to play keep away. Nair itself is still an amazing move, safe on shield, allows me to shield once I get in. And then you can kind of play that RPS situation of, will I go for near fast forward to shields into a spot dodge? And now you have to guess, because I have great out of air, like out of shield, like anti-air options, like we saw from YOLO Chip, doing the up smash out of shield twice to kind of just catch him, like knowing, like, listen, I know you want to jump, you want to disengage, but guess what? I have a giant hit bubble that I'm not going to let you move. And you managed to get 2 stocks off of that. And that's kind of how YOLO Chip just closed out the game in those situations.
I feel like the other problem for EXO, again, I made a small mention of it, but those forward airs, they just have not been able to find the mark. Those timings, you have to get that second swing out, even if it doesn't connect. Having that hitbox out there is far more threatening. And the lingering or the lag, really, once you land, if you don't get that second swing out, it feels like it's longer. And YOLO Chip is just positionally good enough to be able to punish if you don't space that move correctly. And so I feel like for the handful of times that forward air just did not connect, it was such a costly error in those moments.
Yeah, definitely. The second hit of Link's forward air does have more landing lag than the first part of it, which is why a lot of times you'll see most Link players go for like fast fall forward air 1, or just the first part of it, because it's a great way to approach a neutral. The problem is when you do need to get the kill, you do need that second hit of forward air, which requires you to either commit to something a bit more higher than like a short hop, or you have to like do rising forward air and hope that the second part will kill on the way down. And it just seemed like that did not work out for EXO in that situation. I would have liked to seen a lot more use of like down tilt, forward tilt in these situations. Maybe play that spacing game a little bit more often before you kind of commit to anything. But instead, I think we're going to have MatFab going up. And if I'm not wrong, this looks like we're about to see the DDD mirror. Is this the 4Kids DDD? Talking about that darn Kirby?
Well, I mean, I would be shocked. We don't know how much experience he's got, in the Ditto, or if this is a true pocket pick or not. But I mean, if this is MatFab stepping in on the King DDD, certainly makes things a lot more interesting to see the Ditto, because obviously you have the same kit, but you're going up against YOLO Chip, who presumably this is their go-to character.
Listen, I tell people Dittos are not 50-50s. They are 9-1s. All right? I promise you. Dittos are 9-1s. You may be wondering, what sense does that make? I promise you. You'll see. Because I've never seen a Ditto go down to the wire. Someone is going to get robbed 100%. DDD is a robbery character. He has a hammer and he has a ski mask, but he doesn't pull out the ski mask because he's a king. So I respect it. But we're going to see right now if this is going to be a mirror match between them, which would be very interesting considering the fact that last time MatFab did lose to YOLO Chip in their match. But maybe he has a little bit of understanding now. He said, listen, I was pulling out and it is. It's the DDD mirror. It's the DDD.
I know it's not possible, but I really wish they could have picked like Dreamland or for the stage.
Oh my gosh, that would have been poetic justice.
Get the crowd behind him clapping,
Hey!
and hey, the taunt off the bat. Love to see it. All right, here we go. YOLO Chip down 1 stock. Matt Fab, we'll have to see if they can even the stock count back up here. So far, stage control, and I agree with you on the Dittos being 90-10s because it's all about how you use that kit. And someone's gonna find ways to use those tools a little bit smarter. And right now, even off the bat so far, I like the idea to go for that dash attack, but not going to be able to connect quite yet.
And listen, because in the matchup, technically in this matchup, DDD does lose to DDD because that's what's always going to happen. But at the same time, DDD is going to beat DDD, which is always going to happen. So now you have to ask yourself, who's just the better player overall, right? And right now, Matt Fab seems to have a very good understanding of Gordo in this situation, even though he's not been able to take a stock yet. Gonna go for that auto combo. Oh, and Gordo interrupting it again. And look at delayed waddle into the back here, trying to catch that jump. Ooh. And the up smash from Matt Fab. Gonna be able to finally take that kill.
Big stock there. Matt Fab needed that one after kind of dropping an awkward stock in that first part of the matchup. Just not recovering or recovering too low. Down smash charged up a little bit too. Is going to connect. Not a move you frequently see out of DDD. Good air dodge around that forward air too. Well timed.
Absolutely. Right now, Matt Fab kind of playing very strong in this corner. Finally has a percent lead. Keeps going for this dash attack, which I respect. It's a very lingering move. Very active. It's a good way to kind of get people who want to do like late get-ups over at the ledge. Oh, nice. Near into up air, though. So YOLO Chip saying, listen, I got DDD combos. Oh, this is a punish. Yes, up smash. Not going to be able to get a kill, though. Oh, tries to go for the off-stage near. Oh, dash grab, back throw. All right, there's a Gordo again. Oh, nears the return Gordo to try to get back. And roll in up tilt from YOLO Chip is actually going to be able to get the kill over on Matt Fab right now. This is not looking good. There's only 4 stocks left on St. Joseph's side. Muskingum looking good. YOLO Chip saying, listen, I'll run through this team myself. I didn't get to show out last time the way I wanted to, but I'll do it.
He's all warmed up now, but he will drop that stock this time around. Gordo up tilt, and down goes YOLO Chip. Matt Fab able to take down the first member of Muskingum in set number 2 here, but dropping 2 stocks in the process. And it was, back and forth, seemed pretty even. I just think that first stock, for whatever reason, recovered too low, didn't anticipate the lag on the, I think it was side B that they threw out. That stock's gone. Have to find a way to fight back. Dropping that second stock is what makes this next part so rough because you've still got 2 full members to deal with and you've only got 1 stock left to work with on. And we've seen, and here's the other catch, right, is that YOLO Chip is a King DDD player, which means that assuming that this team out of Muskingum all trains together, they're all going to have matchup experience against this King DDD.
Yes. A lot of people don't realize one of the most important things is when your own team has variety, it's very good because you're allowed to practice against people with at least decent skill level in other matchups outside of what you play yourself. So the diversity on your team is kind of important going to these tournaments. And Muskingum does have about an 8-man roster. So you would have to assume between all those players, they can cover enough amount of options right there to kind of just see everything. So Matt Fab only having 1 stock. Next person on Muskingum who comes out, 3 stocks. Great advantage. I don't have to rush my approach at all to you, especially because you're more on a timer than I am. I'm 100% willing to wait this out, considering how far down you are right now. So let's see who they pull up against Matt Fab. To be honest, that was right there. I say go Marth again. Get the job done.
Yeah, Marth with that sword can just kind of knock back the Gordo pretty consistently. I feel like forward tilts, forward airs, however you choose. It feels like a pretty solid second pick here. Matt Matt Fab too. I'm thinking about Matt Fab was the type of player on Donkey Kong who also kind of thrived off of that survivability factor, right? Living up to those high percents, and that should, in theory, play to their benefit here. Is that the longer you're on that stock, the better your chances are. But the problem is they're going up against Deggs, the captain, and that's going to be again a tough battle to try and overcome. We'll have to see how they do on small battlefield. Deggs, I think, picking this stage, just trying to force more interactions.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. If I know I'm trying to get rid of you as quick as possible, small battlefield is the way. No reason not to. Oh, and the double up tilt. Oh, tries to go for that LB out of shield. Up tilt out of shield. Whiffing, though. Oh, yep. And we talked about it. Forward tilting that Gordo, saying, listen, that's cute and all. I'm not really worried about it.
Deggs maneuvering around these platforms, just trying to wait for their opening, and they get it off the grab. You can definitely see the Melee-esque movement in the way that they play, right? These up Bs in neutral, the wave dashes or air dodging down onto the platforms. It feels very old school.
Yeah, I gotta ask Deggs like this afterwards. Like, definitely, do you play Melee? Because it smells like it. Oh, up B gonna be there, not quite gonna be able to catch the ledge. That's gonna be a stock right over the mat. Fab in that situation. Ooh, tries to go for that. Wow, the forward air managing to catch both Matt and the Gordo, tagging on a little bit of extra damage. Oh, I like that up B. Saying, listen, I'm gonna get my damage one way or another, regardless.
Kind of resets the scenario too because of the way it sends them off stage. Deggs is in a weird spot now, though. Have to get up. Good get up attack and space around that Gordo as well. They'll be able to shield that one. 148 on Matt Fab, so not going to be able to take too many hits, especially if a tipper comes through. Matt Fab's got to be really careful, but they do need to find a way to try and take this stock. That neutral air nearly killed.
I tell you. Yeah, and the forward two waits for the late get up. Yeah, too high of a percent to wake up shield, so you have to commit to wake up jump or something in that situation. But the forward tilt right there from Deggs is going to be able to take it. So now Deggs does have 2 stocks. So the last person on St. Joseph's University's 3 stocks. So Muskingum in a great situation right there. And assuming they're keeping the same 3, Hope should be their last hope in this situation.
But I do like holding hope for that last man. I mean, it feels like of the players, right? EXO kind of got not shut down necessarily, but certainly struggled in that last match. Matt Fab was first to go, and they've done what they can. But Hope seemed like they had the best read of the way Muskingum wanted to play of the handful of characters that they faced. Problem is, again, we talked about this in the first set. This is old school. Marth traditionally wins this, but we saw that Hope had a pretty good idea of what to do. We go to Hollow Bastion, which I feel like we're seeing a lot more frequently as a counterpick stage just in collegiate Smash.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I have liked. I do like the idea of Hollow Bastion. Kind of gives off like the small battlefield feel. Without committing to it. And then it definitely the single platform instead of the double platform does help a lot of people, especially people who kind of like to try to control the middle of the map rather than working off the sides. Nice.
Low shields on both of them right now. That was tempting for that neutral B. He's looking for it again.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Definitely. We're either looking for neutral B, or if you are right, there's different combinations of the side B that do a lot of shield damage. I like that. Wake up attack. Trying to get that 2-frame with the down smash multiple times there by Hope. Hasn't really been able to time it correctly, though. Oh. See, though. Nice. Side B. Going to be able to DI out.
Just barely escaping some of these projectiles. That up B clipping there. Still has his jump, though. Got back. Can't get around the yo-yo, and down goes Deggs to his last stock.
Let's see. The yo-yo heard around the world, and Deggs at least wants to take one stock off of Hope, kind of to put Splat in a better situation here towards the end. Oh, there's a forward throw. I'll be gonna catch. And I like that. Backing off, not hard committing, especially against a character that does have an invincible up B. And the up B going to take chase and catch the roll in and get an early kill. Good stuff from Hope. Being the hope of his team, not even dropping a single stock against Dags. He said, Melee's in the past, old man. The future is now.
What a play from Hope. I mean, so and it makes me think back to the first time we saw Hope. I commented, right? They did the up B and just went in place, just bounced and ended up fading away from their opponent. And I thought it was odd. I was like, why wouldn't they? 9 times out of 10, they sweep across the stage. But that last second angle there to then redirect it back across to make sure it swept and covered the options for Degs. That was so smart and so well done by Hope to hold on to that trump card.
Yeah, absolutely. Good stuff from Hope right there. Managing to put St. Joseph's in a great fighting position now, but assuming Muskingum is also keeping their same lineup, they should be Splat coming out with my favorite character in the game, Minecraft Steve.
So, assuming it is the Steve that Hope's going to go up against, how does Hope deal with the building and the wall? I know the neutral B can probably take it out, but that's a slow moving projectile, and it's going to give Splat some time to do whatever they need to do or potentially punish the other way. Is there another way for Ness to really deal with that wall?
I don't think side B has enough points of durability to kind of deal with building blocks. Maybe the dirt ones, but for wooden ones, it doesn't immediately kill. Neutral B might be able to do it, but that's a hard committing option, especially against a character like Steve, where if you end up doing that and then they suddenly minecart to you the minute you're trying to blow out something, doesn't really work out. So there's not a lot of good ways for him to kind of deal with block besides just getting past it, really. But of course, jumping up past it makes you vulnerable to a lot of options for Steve. That's kind of what really good Steve players are waiting for you to commit to trying to get past the wall and then immediately like, all right, you're stuck. Now you're stuck. I mean, the evening part about this situation is, though, they both do have 3 stocks. So Hope does have a little bit more leniency to work with rather than being down in a deficit and having to kind of rush Splat to get that kill. So maybe if Hope can get an early lead in the match, he can kind of leave it out, camp a bit, and force some interactions with Splat that he may not want. But we're just going to have to see.
I think the other thing that's in Hope's favor here potentially is the way that Hope has approached some of these matchups. They're finding creative ways to deal with some of the other options. And my mind immediately goes to, well, Cart is obviously one of the quick ways in for Steve, but that baseball bat, we've seen that Hope's not afraid to try and use it as a reflector on projectiles. You potentially contest that Cart if you get the timing right. If you're confident about it, that's one way you could go about it. Plus, Ness is a floaty character, likes to be in the air a lot. You could get around that Cart and potentially throw out sweet spot back air or just the down B. Just a hitbox above the ground is another way to kind of stop the way that that Splat would try and approach.
Absolutely. He does have decent disjointed options to kind of deal with Cart. You just got to make sure you don't mistime anything because you're swooped up into a projectile that immediately will turn into a command grab, and now you're stuck in another tech chase situation. But hopefully they are able to avoid this. But I think we're still dealing with some bans over on Muskingum side. We're gonna see. But question is, we don't even know. Actually, we still haven't even confirmed who the last player is going to be. Maybe we have a secret.
Also listed on the roster is random player and Mama Luigi, who we're not 100% sure who they play, but I'm going to guess one of them's Luigi just on the
Hey,
offhand.
don't assume that.
But
Don't assume
that's
that.
true. That's true. I've been fooled before by tags. So
Yeah.
and random player. I hope they play random. That would be that would be fun. But
That would be amazing. That would be amazing. But I mean, here in New York, we have a player whose name is literally Louis Jesus, and then they play Wii Fit. So exactly. So I'm used to being betrayed. So I just don't do it. And yep, as I expected, we have Splat coming out with the Minecraft Alex.
Big set here, right? Winner. If Muskingum wins, if Splat wins, that's it. That's going to be the end of week 3 for these two teams. If St. Joseph's and Hope win, then we're on to set number 3, and that would be heartbreaking because I think Muskingum just came off of a week where they went to set number 3 and fell in that previous series.
Oh wow, yeah. Wow, what a down here. Oh my goodness. So this is one of the ways you deal with Steve. Before they can kind of get ramped up, before they can get some good materials to kind of start their offense, you just got to press the button, man. You just got to be on there. Hope rushing down, Splat in that situation, managing to get that very early spike off of that down there. Oh, look at that. They said, I'm also going to destroy your workbench. Hold on.
Tried to drop the anvil. Not going to be able to do it quite yet. I liked what Splat did earlier, that down smash. Didn't really use it in the previous sets, but if Hope is going to jump around, be aggressive, you can catch Hope landing occasionally with something like that down smash, but you got to be real careful about that spacing. As you can see, Splat's trying to buy themselves some space right now, and Hope is just not having any of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely was hoping that Town and City would allow Splat to have a lot more to do. And yep, that's what I was talking about. There's the neutral B. Say, you know what? I like that. Instead of even going for destroying the blocks, kind of went for shield poking Splat. But Splat managing to still get that kill right there. Oh my God. Oh. In these 10 situations where Steve can manage to immediately turn it around. Oh, there's the down smash.
Oh, what absorbed something there? Was that?
Oh, the materials.
Oh, okay.
So remember when they break off, Ness can still kind of absorb them. And wow, the neutral B managing the 2-frame and catch the recovery of Splat in that situation.
My jaw dropped, and all of a sudden, Splat's on their last stock, and Hope's only at 76. Make that 97. Steve can certainly take early stocks. Good absorb there on that TNT, holding it. That was a gutsy play. Surely they thought they'd be punished for it, but no, they end up healing so much. They are at 85, though. Splat at 37.
Yeah, that was like almost a 28 to 30% heal right there. My goodness, that was definitely made it worth it in that situation. Oh, nice. Tech chaser with another side B. Tries to read the jump. All right, get up attack from the Splat. And the side B from the minecart managing to take the kill. All right. Oh, minecart again. Oh, I smell the flow chart. Back throw. Not going to be able to kill. We're at 105. Ooh, I'll be managing to catch that recovery.
No tech required either.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, and the yo-yo. Wow, but the bricks are going to save the day right here. A double dash attack from Hope is going to bring us into a game 3. Oh.
What a play from Hope. What a series that was. I mean, Hope taking down the captain of Muskingum, and then in the last set here, just a fantastic battle to bring it back to a 1-1 series. And I mean, a well-deserved MVP for this one, but they're still going to have to find a way to clutch out one more. Oh, man, I can't believe that block lasted that long and saved them on that initial up smash. It lingered in the back of my mind like the blocks are right there. Are they going to be gone in time or not? And somehow the second one stuck around just to keep Splat alive.
Yes, it did. But in the end, it did not matter. Hope saying, listen, you can run away, build your blocks all you want, but I'm coming in. And I'm leaving here with a victory, one way or another. And that double dash attack was 100%, 100% a scream saying, listen, I know what you're gonna do. You're afraid to approach me. So you're gonna double back. I'm gonna chase you down. And that second dash attack actually managing to kill. Great stuff from Hope. Kind of just not managing, not giving any space to Slat to run their offense, even on a map as big as Town. Um, just very good stuff from him. I like the way he played the matchup intensely, managing to use his Ness's recovery to kind of like just also get back 30% health in that last situation. I think that was like the key moment everything turned around. There's one thing to be at 97 and take a stop, right? But to recover all the way back to like 66 and then manage to take the stop after it just worked out. It worked out great.
Yeah, I mean, think about that play in terms of if it goes wrong. All of a sudden, he eats another 30%, and he's off stage. I mean, he might lose his stock in that scenario, right? TNT blows up, he'll probably go off stage. He's in disadvantage again, and now he's at 120. There's a good chance that stock is just gone if that play goes wrong. But he holds it, plays confident, and makes sure that or just waits to see that the down B goes off, holds that down B, and then even though he gets a little bit punished for it, like it was still absolutely worth it to go from, instead of being at 100-ish% and off stage, to 85 and still fighting. Completely worth it. And I agree, that play was massive to keep the confidence rolling. And on the flip side for Splat, to have your TNT just get disrupted like that, to see the material get absorbed, I mean, that's just another wrinkle in the game plan now that you have to worry about.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. The other major thing that Hope did entirely well was playing off of side B in those situations. The minute the first side B hit, he got the fire. He uses a second side B to tech chase, and then follows up. Initially reads the jump with a short hop back here, and that doesn't happen. He just floats back and then resets back into like his offense. And in those situations, like Ness is really good about tech chase situations. And then it was like the second side B, which is actually how the last stock was lost by Splat, was trapped in between the block, and he just charged up smash. I was just like, it's great. It covers if they do recover out or DI out of the side B, it covers all those options. And now you've been betrayed by your own blocks, so you can't even get out of this situation. And that's great awareness of mind right there from Hope to take it for his team. I think 100% you do keep Hope in this anchor slot again for this next round. I think the only way you use Hope earlier is you use a mid to potentially take care of someone. Like if for some reason Splat shows up earlier than usual on the lineup, I definitely would keep Hope right there. But right now, I keep Hope in that anchor position 100%.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what the lineups will look like for this third and final set, right? Because we've seen Muskingum has gone with same iteration both times, right? It was Yo-Yo Chip into Degs into Splat as the anchor. But now that they've dropped a set, do they change up that pattern? Do they send in potentially Degs first? Do they? No, they're not going to change here. And the read too from St. Joseph's to throw in MattFab34 on the D2D already. So two players that we saw go off the start first, but a different matchup this time.
I said, brother, we meet again.
That's a right back at you moment for sure. For sure.
Oh my goodness. And now we see MattFab versus YOLO Chip. Funny enough, aren't these? I think right now it's 2-0 in YOLO Chip's favor in matchups against them. So we're gonna see. Will MattFab use to YOLO Chip 3 times in the same night? I think that would be hilarious.
Well, I think I think he took down YOLO Chip, but he was up, I believe, a stock on that previous game. So, oh boy, look at the pressure here. Nearly that forward air connecting, both recovering, not able to turn around and reverse that situation, but all the rolling, and that's the up tilt. Good coverage there from Matt Fab.
Absolutely great stuff from Matt Fab right there in that situation. And yes, you are right. Last time he did take it over YOLO Chip. YOLO Chip was down one stock though. So this is the first time they're doing it at 3-3. It's technically 1-1. There's 1-1 between them. Let's see. We can talk more smack after this. Wow, and the double Gordo situation yet again. And I like that from YOLO Chip. Tries to go for the hard read over on Matt's Gordo by doing jump up neutral B. My goodness.
Ooh. Second up there was huge.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Lingering hitbox, very good against people who have like those high committal down airs or moves that kind of like just bring them down, falling from the sky. Oh, Armor managing to save him against Gordo, but there's the up smash out of shield. Oh, we're trying to chase. Oh my goodness.
Gotta be careful here. Up tilt's not gonna connect. Forward tilt does. And remember the first time these two played, they both had stocks that lasted well into the 150s. Oh, what? The up air or up tilt is going to take it, even though the up B ran out of armor? What a crazy interaction.
Yeah, ran out of armor dealing with that Gordo and didn't manage to snap to ledge. Not going to work out right there. But this is 150. Splat can definitely get rid of this with one up tilt of their own. Look at the slow air movement of that penguin. Oh, and a forward air. Nice. Take him off ledge. All right. Hold on. Are we gonna get the sequence that we want? Oh, up tilt into the up air. Tag chasing with Gordo. Tag chasing with another Gordo. Whoa. Tried to go for the forward smash. Hold on. Oh, YOLO Chip trying to turn Matt Fab into a highlight reel right now. Oh, my goodness.
Matt Fab has definitely been, of these two players, the one to pull the trigger on some of these more committal options. Things like the dash attack, these smash attacks. Oh my! YOLO Chip really went for it with that forward smash. They are both smelling blood in the water right now.
Listen, bro. I'm not sure you ever seen two penguins fight on National Geographic, but it is very aggressive. This is entirely correct. How we'll look. Wow! And the Gordo getting the double hit, sending YOLO Chip all the way to the other side. Oh! And the spot dodge to read the up smash, and then to get an up tilt of your own. And Matt Fab is going to say, listen, I'm the better DDD, bro. That's my character.
What a turnaround. I mean, my hands went up. I was in shock. I could not believe he got the spot dodge off. And then the up tilt still connected. They had both been so good about playing safe with those tilt attacks, either forward tilt, down tilt, up tilt, any of them really. They've both been so good at, kind of picking the right one or picking a good option. And I can't believe that's how it ends. And Matt Fab gives St. Joseph's the lead.
Absolutely. Matt Fab putting in that work to finally do that. I think this is the first time that St. Joseph's actually managed to get the lead off the first match in this series too. So good stuff for Matt Fab. Kind of want to turn things around, especially after that last one where you want to be careful and make sure that Muskingum has no momentum at all. And you don't want to have to leave everything on Hope's shoulders. I don't know how strong their back is, but right now it's been looking pretty durable. But you don't want to test that. You don't want to test it.
So now here's the question for Muskingum. They've got Degs and Splat and potentially some other bench players that I'm going to guess by now that it's the third set that these are the three that they're going to rock with are Splat and Degs. Degs has always been the second man, but now this is, like you said, this is the first time they're trailing after the opener. So do they opt to switch things up and send in Splat first here and leave their captain for last? Looks like we're about to find out here, but A complete change of the character.
Yeah, I've been hiding this from you the entire time. There was a swap, and Mama Luigi did swap in for Dex. They put the old man in the retirement home. They said, "Bring me Luigi." Oh, and we're choosing Kalos right here. The question is, does Mama Luigi have the funny Twitter combo? I need to see it.
Do they have the 0 to death? Does Plunger reflect the Gordo as well?
Yes, it's another projectile, so it does force Gordo back.
That's a pretty decently quick option for Mama Luigi to immediately deal with Gordo. Yeah, this is a tough one for MatFab to really try and get anything going on. If they are able to take a stock, that'd be massive for them just to continue to hold that lead. But Mama Luigi's just got so many options to deal with. That being said, they are at 76 right now, and they're trying to find a way off this ledge.
Oh. I like that. Just walking up shield, trying to bait out something. Ooh, Upbeat not going to be able to connect, though. Got to be careful. Oh, you're holding that shield like crazy right there. You got to watch it. Right. So the good thing, though, in this situation for MatFab is that you've already put your team up. So anything that you can do here is kind of just very good for them. And you kind of maybe just want to show out some of Luigi's habits, right? Collect data for your next player, see how Luigi acts in a lot of these situations, and just work from there. Nice, good back here out of shield, though.
Odd up B there was probably a misinput. Mama Luigi is playing relatively patient though, right? Just throwing out these fireballs and these plungers as well. Won't be able to get the grab. The down smash does not connect.
Yeah. I mean, in this situation, there's no reason to kind of like rush the issue. Like you're up multiple stocks. Why would you want to put yourself in a worse disadvantage by kind of just being impatient? You know? Instead, you can kind of slowly build up damage, and then your armored move will not connect with all the hits, so you won't get the kill. And then you die.
Huge stock there. And somehow, again, MatFab surviving at 182. This tornado will not land onto this DDD. That shield pressure is getting dangerous too. Down tilt, cannot get the follow-up afterwards. And surely one of these back airs connects, you would think, but no, MatFab's got the spacing right now.
I mean, listen, if it was Mario, those back ears would have connected. But it's Luigi. So no back ears for you. But the down B will not be able to kill the DI of a god right there. Managing to stay alive. At this point, MatFab has to just be laughing. He's like, yeah, I'm pretty invincible right now. Oh, there it is. Unless we survived again. Ain't no way. We don't survive a third time. No.
We got baseball rules here, right? If they're tornadoes in, you get three strikes and you're out. That was 2 that you were able to survive, but Mama Luigi able to clean it up there and get that last stock off the board. But it is still a lead for St. Joseph's, and thanks to that stock. But I can't believe that MatFab was able to survive for so long against Mama Luigi. That was incredible defense.
Listen, man, DI is important. Always practice your DI, kids. But yeah, managing to survive in that situation and take a stock, very good. Also showed off a lot of Mama Luigi's game plan. We see they like to play around Fireball a lot more than Jump Z. Which is very good because maybe that might be a key thing to notice in the matchup, especially if you're playing Nets. Hope. Who knows? But we also have EXO should be coming up next. Yes, indeed. As expected, EXO still going to switch back to that middle position instead of being the forerunner this time. And hopefully he wants to kind of make up for that performance in the last game, in the last round. So let's see if he's able to put on a show against Mama Luigi. I still have yet to see my funny Twitter combo. I'm very sad. I just want to see it. I just want to see it come.
Well, here's the thing is that everyone kind of knows what they're looking for, right? So every character or every player, whenever you see that Luigi on screen, you go, please don't let it be me. And you just try and you just put yourself in a position to make sure that you are not in that spot. So Mama Luigi's got to be very creative to get EXO into that scenario in the first place.
Listen, you could run from it, but you will end up in my combo. There's no escape link. Oh. Wait, what?
I think we've got the well. Maybe could be a wrong controller settings, maybe, or
I definitely think it was wrong controller settings, or
maybe
I wrong stage.
Yeah,
this is
Either way, we'll get it reset and
okay.
and get ready for this matchup. But EXO is going to be locked in on this link for the second member of St. Joseph's, up one stock. I don't know how I feel about this one. Like, obviously you want to save hope for how well that they've played today, but the way that EXO has been playing, this is a different style. I do think that the sword typically helps with to fight against characters like Luigi and Mario, but it just feels like if Mama Luigi plays this right, you can get a lot of damage really quickly. I guess the question mark is, how good is Mama Luigi at dealing with the projectiles, the boomerang, the bomb, and do they know how to position? Can they position themselves accordingly?
Yeah. I mean, there is a fact that, like, of course, Link does have better range than Luigi by far. And when it comes to arenas, they die. So we're gonna let them reset the arena work. So in the matchup between Luigi and Link, Link does have more range. In terms of projectiles, Link's neutral B, inside B are good ways of dealing with Fireball or either jump tether. So they're not too worried about losing the zoning game. So it's a pretty even matchup in my opinion. It's more like is the Luigi player good enough to kind of win from a distance, or do they need to really get in to get that combo started? They could slowly just rack up damage over time and kind of go for a kill off of RNG using either up B, even side P, depending on the situation, or of course going for that armor down B and getting a kill there. So we just have to see what you're able to pull out.
It is interesting to know. You noted that the RNG potentially, but we saw them go for that up B kill pretty early in that DDD match. I think they were in the 70s, and Kalos has a high ceiling. So to go for it in that instance, you understand why, right? Big body, and if you're facing the right way, you get that strong hitbox. Like, there's a chance that opportunity is there. The window's open, but didn't come through. Got punished for it. It is what it is. But it makes me think that the fact that they were willing to go for it means that maybe they do find those opportunities in this match here. Maybe they are willing to scrap a bit more and try and get into the face of this Link before they can get their projectiles going, the arrows, the bombs, the boomerangs. But I do feel like, just off the bat, I feel like the Link still holds just enough agency with the 3 projectiles that they've got.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the only thing to be careful is, I'm pretty sure Luigi's fireball can cause bomb to explode early, if I'm not mistaken, which is something you have to do watch out for in the matchup. It does make taking out bomb a little bit more dangerous, but again, like, side B and neutral B are literally strong enough zoning tools that, like, if you want to, you can literally coast off of just using those two and almost ignoring bomb in a lot of matchups, which is funny. But we're gonna see what's gonna happen. The players are set up. They went right into it after resetting the switch. They said no rest for the wicked. 42% on EXO already. We don't even know what happened. Oh, and we talked about it. My man Luigi's up B has not been hitting out of shield in those situations.
It is also interesting to see, just immediately get rid of the bomb, not messing with it, not dealing with it, not today.
It's all right. We're getting this off here. Like, oh,
Ooh.
wow.
Ooh.
The up B? Ooh.
That was
Nice.
creative. I loved that. Using that grab to knock the bomb off stage 2. So now you've got 2 things to deal with as you recover low. But EXO able to weave around it. Only 35% onto Mama Luigi. They're playing patient here, and they get the grab off the back of it too.
Oh, needed to shield for one more frame, and it would have actually been able to get a punish right there. Oh, there's a down throw.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness. Reads the tech in place with a forward smash. Oh no, this is a bad situation to be in. I like that, covering multiple options, forcing them to stay down using the side V. And right now, EXO playing this matchup very, very good.
Oh, just barely escaped that grab. You saw it was coming out, and Mama Luigi would have instantly turned that one around. These Cyclones are doing a lot to knock the player away, but not enough to kill quite yet. You're going to need a good extra chunk of percent before it's going to find a kill. Sliding off the platform there as well. Good parry.
Whoa.
I thought the up B was coming out for sure, but instead they opt for the forward air.
I think it's the fact that the up B has missed so many times that they're kind of afraid to use it as an option. I think in that situation where you're clearly just right in front right there, go for it again. Let's do it. Oh, good dash attack. Managing to follow up after that Z drop. Going to be able to get a kill there too. Oh, ooh. He said, I got my own up B out of shield, but mine's is more consistent. Let's talk about it. Said, I got the better one.
That's kind of walling and keeping Mama Luigi into this corner here, because Mama Luigi's sitting at 103, and if they get hit once more, I mean, this is absolutely kill percent. How do they get out of here? Good roll from ledge, and they nearly roll into a forward smash for it.
Oh my goodness. And I like that, only committing to like the first part of forward smash. I'm not able to get that killed yet. And look at that. Short hop near, and then we jump again. Oh, they tried to do the funny Twitter combo. Oh, they didn't. Sad.
Good shield. It's so tense when they're both just shielding in front of each other. It's like, who's going to move first? Oh, the back air doesn't connect.
Wow.
And down air does?
Wow.
What a play. I don't know how EXO was still able to connect on that. Mama Luigi's on their last stock now.
I mean, I know how they were definitely able to connect on it. It's called Sakurai's vision. Nice. Oh, I like that. Just abusing Tornado and saying, listen, you clearly don't know how to answer this option yet. So I will be using it over and over until you show me otherwise. Oh. You know what? These players have so much respect for each other. Just walking up to each other and shielding immediately. I like to see it. Oh, tries to catch the roll right there, but there would be no roll. Instead, I'm going to drop down.
I like that play too, because that coverage, right? If they get that scoop, you're carrying them closer to the side of the stage with a potentially killing move, but again, not able to lock it in. And then not a really big punish either from EXO.
Oh yeah. And you know what? I like the way EXO is going about this though. It's like, listen, I'm just gonna force you into a corner, then we're gonna play wall off the Luigi for a little bit. And then once I build up enough percent, I'll hard commit to something. All right. Oh, insane fastball right there. Oh, block on the forward air and gets the up smash out of shield, saying, listen, you finally committed. I can get rid of your stock.
And now last stock apiece here. And it would mean so much, it feels like, for either team, even though it's come down to 3 stocks apiece in the previous 2 crew battles, just to have that chance to have the lead entering the final kind of set could be massive here. EXO tried to use that 0% projectile, but they get chipped away now. 111 on Mama Luigi.
Shouts to the Master Sword for holding it down. Actually, one of my favorite mechanics in this game, too. All right. I like this again, just kind of walling off Mama Luigi, not committing to anything. Wow, falling out of the down B again.
EXO tried to get that grab earlier too, but just not able to get over to it. This is a good chunk of damage, and Mama Luigi's got them off stage now.
Oh, yeah, hold on. Mama Luigi kind of looking like his brother Mario right there. All right. All right, do we get the misfire?
Ooh. Into the wall.
Oh, good.
Oh, what?
Manages to just get that iframe in time.
Perfect timing on it. Nair to interrupt, and it's down air off the top they go. Mama Luigi goes down, and XO keeps St. Joseph's in the lead.
And now, EXO gets to play against the final boss. Yet again. Splat is here. Minecraft Alex. Now, last time, EXO didn't really get to put up much against Splat's Minecraft Alex. Well, you got to see. You get to see Splat play twice again. Did you engrave in your memory what they want to do now? Now's your time. Can you turn this around for your team? Matter of fact, EXO, take 3 stocks right now to redeem yourself.
With they've only got 1 stock left of their own, so it would be quite the turnaround. Certainly doable. I mean, when we first saw these two play against each other, felt pretty even off the start, but that second stock just that's where Splat really started to run away with that matchup. So we'll have to see if EXO can adapt and overcome. We saw Hope take a really good advantage of by just like you said, just completely all inning, right? Just straightforward. Do not give them time. I don't know if that's the style that EXO is necessarily comfortable with, though. We'll have to see if they can change maybe to that format in this fight.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The last time when we saw EXO play Splat, they definitely played it way more passively than Hope played the matchup, which is because Link technically does have the ability to do something, right? But the question is, just because you can do something, should you do something? In this situation, I got a little fancy way of sending yourself off. Nice. All right, and we started off immediately with the side B. Up, minecart. There's a down throw. Not going to go for up tilt or up here in that situation. Oh, but there's a 4 there. And hold on, right now, EXO already playing this off way better than they played it off in the last time they fought Splat.
53% lead. Good nair as well. Uh-oh. That bomb almost cost them a little bit, but only 12%.
Oh, there's a minecart again. I love it when my armored dash turns into a command grab.
Dash attack to knock Splat off stage.
Oh, nice. All right. Ooh, almost caught. Not quite getting that forward smash to catch the roll in. Oh, yeah. Letting that shield go a little bit too soon. Wow, Nair connecting with the very end part of that down smash. Not going to get a hit, though, for it. Oh, yeah. Oh, there's a TNT.
Ooh.
Oh, you woke up attack into the TNT. Oh, and just like that, Splat is going to manage to take that last stock that EXO was holding on to. So you know what time it is now. Same as last time. 3-3 scenario. Hope versus Splat. Let's see it.
Right. I mean, I feel like it's deja vu, right? It's not the same characters, or it's not the same lineup iteration, but once again, for the third crew battle in a row, it just comes down to one game, one final match with both players on dead even footing. This is going to be a lot of fun to see, especially since now, I mean, remember that was Splat's first time playing against Hope, right? Splat didn't really get to play against Hope in that very first set, so now they've had a chance to see, can they adapt? This is their game too, essentially, but it is for the best of 3 crew battle, and I'm curious to see what stage we opt to go to here. I think they went to Town and City last time, but Hope just did not care about the spacing, just decided to rush in and get a lot of damage, like you said.
Yeah, absolutely. It's funny enough, maybe if they had more stocks to play with, we kind of would have seen a different matchup. But EXO definitely looked cleaner in the way that they were approaching Splat that time around. But listen, you only have 1 stock to work with. That's literally you have to play perfect. And playing perfect against Steve is a large task to ask for. And then, of course, when you wake up attack into TNT, you get blown up. Not much you can do. Listen, Splat, Hope, Game 3, last time. This is to finish off the set. Winner goes home. Loser goes to the cafeteria and has to eat the cafeteria food and think about how they could have won.
Hollow Bastion, the site of it too. And this was one that Hope liked to go to, right? We saw that in the second set. Was Hope said, "All right, we're going to Hollow Bastion," and Splat getting some good combos here early, but they are the ones at 80% right now.
Yeah, and like I said, so Hollow Bastion has kind of like served its purpose as like a alternate version of Small Battlefield, where it's like, all right, it's Small Battlefield, but without again the two platforms on the side, which means for players that want to control the sides, it's not as effective as it is instead of controlling the middle. And right there, Hope's saying, listen, I can edge guard you too. Oh my goodness. Oh.
The way Psy Magnet gets used sometimes, like it honestly reminds me of like Melee Shine, right? Just like, all right, how many times can we pull it off before they do something? And Hope using it there just to try and cover anything Splat does.
Mm-hmm. Like that. Oh, Splat not able to get a full confirm off of that up here. Oh, and we saved our double jump. Yep, and look at the amount of help you're gonna get back. He said, "Thank you for the gift." And oh my goodness, I think what I'm seeing right now, I think Hope kind of has a complete download over on Splat. Oh, and there's the dash attack. The up B not gonna be able to get the kill. Oh, juggling with the up B again. All right, this is Anvil. Doesn't manage to get a punish. Dash attack working his magic again. Oh, did a little tilt-a-whirl. And the yo-yo catching at the very end of the stage. Oh, my goodness. This is not how you want to go out. This is not how you want to go out at all, brother.
I mean, Hope's only at 72 off of that back air, and Gold is still in the pocket here, but they've had no time. I mean, half of that box is still destroyed over on the other side of the stage. They're just trying to poke away here. They're looking for the diamond now. Won't be able to find it quite yet, though, and all of a sudden, here comes the nest once more. 122 onto Hope. Saibi interrupts the cart. The forward air almost knocks them off stage.
Oh, my goodness. All right. Finally managed to get off an Anvil. Still no sign of diamonds anytime soon. Tries to go for a very early up B kill right there. And your shield looks like a Skittle. And that will be it. The forward smash should be able to take it. And Hope with the JV3 against Splat. Oh! What a way to end it. And St. Joseph is going to be your winner of ECAC Super Smash Brothers Ultimate Week 2. Oh my goodness.
What a series.
Yo, where I come from, there are words to describe that set that I am not liable or allowed to say on air. But I think we all know what we can call that at home.
I cannot believe. I mean, the way things started, Muskingum looked so solid, and the adaptation from St. Joseph's really coming up clutch in sets 2 and 3, and that's got to be heartbreaking for Muskingum because I think that's the second week in a row that they've taken the first set, then dropped the following two. So Muskingum, they fall to 1 and 2 overall in their record. St. Joseph's, they are now up to 2 and 1. And I believe, I'm not 100% sure about this, but I believe we'll get a chance to interview a player from their. Oh, no interview. My apologies. So no interview from St. Joseph's, but congratulations to them. And I mean, I can't wait to see what this team does in the future.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Very, very solid team. Of course, there are moments of like weakness within the team, but like as a unit, they seem very strong. They have a strong anchor, clearly in the spot of Hope. So it's going to be interesting watching this team going forward. Some great stuff to them. So just congratulations again to St. John taking it, especially in what was a very close matchup towards the end. Until, of course, the very last match when Hope said, by the power of friendship, I will defeat this evil. So with that being said, I think we are ending off tonight. Thank you everyone for tuning in to week 2 of ECAC's Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I'm your host, Kusix. Soy, any last words before we close off?
Now, just be sure to check out ECAC Valorant tomorrow at 8 p.m. Mars Hill University versus Brooklyn College. It should be a good one. And be sure to follow ECAC on all their platforms for other games coming up throughout the week.
Peace.
Instead, that's nice to see. So even though we haven't seen North Georgia really be able to march forward with a lot of convincing attacks, at least the back line up until now has been secure. Can't get the read on the bounce, and that's finally our first goal. 10 seconds to go for Kennesaw trying to close this one out.
Yeah, still with the pressure here from Kennesaw. Now only our second demo. This one from downtown, and that's going to be an own goal here at 3 seconds. We spoke a little too soon here, Danger Talk. Slavic, left side, little tap, not really taking away possession. Now definitely does. Spider going up, the double tap. Hugh Dog and North Georgia come from behind victory with the Puma symbol on the side.
As we've seen many time with new rosters in the beginning of the semester, this might be the first time these players are really playing together at all. So this is really setting the tone for how you guys all click together. Kwong trying to bury one here on the near post, and he does just that. Better. Might be able to pad those stats. Kwong throwing it right back in. That should be open, but it's just wide instead.
Almost gets the nose down onto it. A couple members fighting, twisting, and now an open net the other way going for North Georgia. Nobody's almost hitting payload. Now is Joel. A little soft hit right there kind of just puts it in the breadbasket of a couple North Georgia players. That's really, really bad as this one comes all the way down from the other side.
Being able to con the defense out of a clear that gets you the ultimate goal, as we will be able to enter into that 1-1. Maybe not for long as that clear gets away. Hugh Dog into Archie, and well worked from North Georgia. Safe to the side. They're feeling like heroes. They're keeping it up. Slavip into the ceiling. Sharky doesn't get it. Joel with a deflection. It's Quonk at 0. Hugh Dog in the way. Another save. North Georgia will very much so take that ball hitting the grass. Overtime somehow.
Now coming up for the serve. Hugh Dog down. That's a bouncer just a little bit too high though as Sharky tries to continue the theme. Down bottom. And Archie does it here for North Georgia. Set up all day long. Now shoots in right now, but Quonk is going to win that 50. He's screaming off to the side. Bounce off some wall and now ends middle until North Georgia gets another shot at it.
Let's be open for Hugh Dog, and they will make no mistake. Quonk, I gotta say, a great effort, but sometimes you need something even greater. You're seeing a player get thrown all the way across, like Joel's really just flailing, and you're thinking, okay, well, I probably have enough time to go to the corner, and then instead it is in your net, something they're becoming quite familiar with as a feeling. There's a number.
Demo does come through. Those Hugh Dog taking down a Kennesaw State member. Back to the middle, screaming up to this one, now to the left side. All three